Many of us would have shared, and we've spoken about, I've heard it spoken about by all parties in this House, the pride we had in the role that the Irish Naval Service have played in the past in search and rescue in the Mediterranean. Since 2015, the Irish Naval Service have been involved in rescuing over 18,000 people from the Mediterranean. 16,800 of those, the majority of those, were rescued when Ireland had a bilateral arrangement directly focused on search and rescue. In 2017, Minister Keogh came to this House and announced the intention to transfer from that direct focus on search and rescue to cooperation as part of the Operation Sophia. I was one of those who expressed concern at the time because Minister Keogh directly said in that statement, transferring to Operation Sophia will result in the redeployment of Irish Naval Service vessels from primarily humanitarian search and rescue operations to primarily security and interception operations. I spoke at the time and we warned that the cost would be felt in people's lives and in people dying, and an increase in the numbers dying in the Mediterranean, and we have seen an increase in the numbers dying in the Mediterranean. More than 721 deaths at sea in June and July 2018. In September 2018, 1 in 5 migrants dying, drowning or disappearing when trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea from Libya. The figures are very stark and the impact is very stark. And now we have been told that Operation Sophia will abandon search and rescue altogether. The very small focus that was there on search and rescue will be gone, and the Irish Naval Service will not be participating in any form of search and rescue under Operation Sophia. We've seen the Naval Service themselves speaking about their concern about this. I was very moved by Brian Fitzgerald, who was a branch commander on the Eliethna, who spoke about a woman who had given birth after they rescued her. And he said, I held that baby 1 hour born in my arms and I said, I don't know where your mother has come from and I don't know where you are going at this moment, but at this moment you are safe in my arms. He said, making a difference is one of the reasons we all joined the Defence Forces, and in terms of making a difference, this has been second to none. I would like the leader to invite Minister Keogh to this House to discuss what are the plans for new humanitarian missions that the Irish Naval Service may engage with in the Mediterranean. Will we, for example, be engaging perhaps with the English Navy in relation to the coast of Turkey? Or are there other options, either on our own or bilaterally, in terms of engaging? Because it is not enough for us to know what happens and turn our backs. And it is certainly not enough for us to leave this issue to Libya and to the Libyan Coast Guard and to the deeply inhumanitarian, condemned by the UN, conditions that prevail in Libyan detention centres. Again, I know that you feel strongly on this yourself, Leader, and I would ask you to bring the Leader to the House, the Minister to the House, to discuss how we move forward in a compassionate way. Thank you.
Fine,